the world, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am very grateful for all of your love and support out this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading is resonating with you. This is a general, not a personal, so only take what fits. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and support. Look at all the cat fur. All right, so this video is for the star sign of Sagittarius for this lunar eclipse in Pisces that has happened either today or tomorrow, depending on where you are at in the world. It is sitting next to the North Node, which means the North Node is in Aquarius, very close to being in Pisces at 4 degrees 5 minutes. The lunar eclipse will be happening at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is where I live at, Eastern Standard Time. So you'll have to figure out your own time zone. It is also opposing the sun in Virgo. All right. So the astrological meanings is we are finalizing chapters in our life, wrapping up long-term stories around the Pisces themes that started in September of 2024. So we're going back 2 years to that particular timeline. The core themes is to pay attention to your dreams, listen to your intuition, a collective consciousness revelations, releasing old illusions and breaking unhealthy boundaries, processing deep emotional fatigue. So it's Virgo, Pisces, balance, okay? So if Pisces sitting 4 degrees next to the North Node, that means that Virgo is sitting next to the South Node. So Virgo in the South Node talks about overanalyzing the patterns and the habits that we have that we are comfortable in, such as overanalyzing health issues, something about family dynamics, because Earth rules family, health, and money. All right. Um, so it shifts the focus from practical Virgo routines and organizations to intuitive, soulful Pisces surrender. The affected signs are all the mutable signs: Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sag. Or if you have a natal planet that is sitting 5 degrees of any of these signs, those particular signs in those natal planets are also in the line for changes. The Uranus conflict, a sharp 10 square Uranus in Gemini, sudden shock and disruptions or unexpected shifts regarding home, family dynamics, long-standing emotional structures. Using your intuition over logic. The Sun in pragmatic Virgo trying to micromanage details. The Pisces moon demands you to stop overthinking and start trusting your intuition, your gut instincts. Okay. So the lunar eclipse is a powerful cosmic reset, forcing you to do shadow work such as face hidden fears. Look, it's an orb. See the orb? There's 2 of them. Did you see them? Suppressed feelings and dark spots in the psyche and revelations. Releasing past by cutting ties with old habits, toxic cycles, emotional baggage, and purging. Faded turning points. Tied to the lunar nodes bring sudden closure, redirection aligned with your soul's path, which would be your destiny. Emotional clarity, illumination through the dark, letting you see clearly what no longer serves your highest good through meditations, vivid dreams, and you're being asked to listen to that still small voice within yourself. It offers a divine helping hand to bring change and revelations over the next 3 months. All right. So that's a little bit about the north, or yeah, I almost said north node. That's a little bit about what's happening with Pisces lunar eclipse. All right. So Sagittarius, let's see what the moon's energy looks like around Sagittarius collective. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the moon's energy around the north? I keep saying north node. What about the north node for you, Sagittarius? What is the moon's energy around the Sagittarius collective? The lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay, yeah. What do you release? So you're doing a releasing. You're letting go of old habits, old patterns, toxic cycles. You're letting go of hidden fears, keep you cold, keep you frozen, keep you stuck in like the toxicity. All right. Be aware that emotions are running high, so you could be getting triggered. And that's okay. When you accept the fact that, okay, I'm being triggered for a reason. Is this trigger being brought to the surface? What is being brought to the surface in this trigger that I need to let go of? What is it that I need to release? Why is it coming to the surface? All right. So that is very significant. It could be happening over the next week, because we're in the lunar eclipse, and the next moon will be, let's see, we just had it in Leo, Virgo. So the new moon will be in Virgo. All right. So look at the bigger picture, Sagittarius, about this full moon energy. You can't make this stuff up, Sagittarius. And it's for you. So you're doing a lot of inner reflection. Things that are hidden in the dark are coming to the light. You're seeing things possible about your intention or other people's intentions, about releasing and letting things go so that you can, because I'm seeing, when you see the archer and he pulls back that bow and shoots it and just allows the universe to take it and hit that spot. So there we go, about micromanaging where things are going to land, where your intentions are going to happen. So you're being asked to look at the bigger picture about something. Look, and then we have full moon in Virgo with the south node sitting, which is in Leo, but the south node is also sitting very close to Virgo. When it comes to feeling good enough, when it comes to your heart space, giving and receiving, feeling worthy of something. So definitely with the full moon here, we got 2 full moon cards, and that's what the full moon lunar eclipse is about. Reflection. Reflecting toxic cycles when it comes to giving and receiving. Reflecting on toxic cycles, bad habits when it comes to receiving, feeling worthy enough to receiving, feeling good enough to receive. Some of you may be an overgiver, and that's what's throwing you off course, right? So let's see what is hidden. It is being brought to light. So there's a lot of reflection, a lot of revelations coming to the surface, a lot of inner reflections. You could see, we're talking to my Sagittarius, the divine feminine side of you. It's because there's a female on this card. You don't have to be a female. But we're talking about the divine feminine side. Because if you look, these 2 cards, you can see this X marks the spot is really close to the feminine energy. So as a human, we should have a balance in our masculine and feminine energy. I got a hair sticking out. An alpha. Look, see the alfalfas? All right. So there may be something with your feminine side, which is your sacral chakra. Maybe you're getting a lot of visions, a lot of nudges, and you're not feeling good enough to trust them, for some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is hidden that is coming to the light for Sagittarius. Yeah, you're definitely protected by Mother Earth. Something is coming to fruition. For some of you, it's something that you've reaped that is coming in. We have the 18, which is a 9. Yeah, it's going to be very transformative. So you need to be patient and see the bigger picture. of why something maybe was delayed, or what when it comes to divine timing, right? And they're telling you you are good enough. So there was definitely yeah, something needed to be completed. Look, Phoenix rising up out of the ashes. So yeah, there is definitely a divine order in place, especially with Sagittarius showing up. Sagittarius does rule divine timing. So yeah, your patience is what the hold up. And yes, you are reaping something, a seed that you've sown out of a positive energy. You really need to trust your intuition. Be more in the flow, because the Swan King is a swan. Where does a swan float? They float on water, right? So you need to be more in the flow. Because I feel like for some of you, you had to go through a cycle where you have learned to grow, you've learned to prosper. And that's what I feel like the Virgo, the toxic cycle that you had through was all part of your soul's growth. And that's what they want you to know. I'm telling you, destiny. Something is destined. Didn't I say the moon wraps up a long-term story around the Pisces themes that started 2 years ago? Sitting next to the North Node in Destiny. Number 24. So a number 6 could be significant. Something about the 24th could be significant. September 24th, we are talking about 2 years ago. Where's it at here? September 2024. So the things that you have been going through for 2 years was part of your destiny. And it is like making you who you are. For some of you, if you've been doing bad things, you're reaping what you have sown over the last 2 years. For those of you who have been good things, putting positive vibrations out there, have been the victim of somebody's bad behavior here. For some of you, there was a divine order to it that helped you to grow. This cycle is completing. This could be talking about a sisterhood, be talking about maybe a secret society for some of you, a sisterhood. All right, so Map Maker of Destiny showing up as an ally. So I am going to hold the card up there. You can take a look at it and pay attention to what you see, what you feel, where your eyes are attracted to, what pictures or images on this card that your eyes are taking you to. All right, so number 24. What is hidden that is coming to the light for Sagittarius? Authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. So somebody could have been trying to manipulate your free will. That's where you're like making you maybe not feel good enough, or playing on your low self-esteem. For some of you, if you've had low self-esteem, I think it's coincidental. We have a 1 and an 8, which adds up to a 9 and 24. And this is going back to that timeline in September of 2024. When the Map Maker of Destiny appears, it is a sign that you've been given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you are meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve to a higher aspect of self. And I feel like, Sagittarius, that's for some of you. You have been challenged to, this cycle over the past 2 years has challenged you to grow on a soul level. For my low vibrational Sagittarius, you're about to reap what you sow, for maybe teaming up in a secret society and try to manipulate somebody's free will. Remember that you're a spark of the divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. And that's maybe why you need to take a bigger look, bigger picture here. The fact that your experience here on earth is unique to you. Your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. Fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience. So free will and choice are at certain points on your map. And this full moon lunar eclipse is that point. It is this certain point right now. How you respond, react, sends a vibration out into the universe. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience. So free will and choice are possible at certain points on your map. Now, in this lunar eclipse in Pisces, is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate, come to heal your heart, right? The heart chakra. You are good enough. So self-worth, self-esteem, the toxic cycles with relationships may have an impact on this lunar eclipse energy. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you and you must change in order for you to express your highest good. Heart chakra, expression, give and receive. Maybe fate brings you an ally in the form of a wonderful new project or a challenger in the form of a failed business. No matter which form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you into your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now, and remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage in your journey. So there is something hidden that is fated to happen. Destiny, fate is stepping in. In other words, it was written in the stars. And that you could have had somebody who tried to throw you off course or throw you off balance. But what you need to see from that higher perspective is that it all happened for your growth. And yes, it was a cycle, a hard cycle over these last 2 years. But the hardness has gained you strength. It has taught you lessons. It was like the growing pains of what is fated for you coming today. All right, so what are the crows warning the Sagittarius collective about? What are the crows warning the Sagittarius collective about today? I just think it's very coincidental with the 18 and the 24, 9-24. You can't, you really can't make it up when spirit's involved. All right, so let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. You may have somebody coming to your door who's very curious about what you're doing. Yeah, you have a community of people, something about the division, 2 different communities of people or somebody around you in your community who is very curious. Maybe somebody that you don't see things the same way they do, or they don't see things the same way you do. Yeah, they're seeing something out of a fear-based ego. Remember, that was the shadow work, hidden fears, suppressed feelings when it comes to your abundance. So, yeah, look. So, do you have your spirit team chasing this predator out of your energy? Yeah, because they're just trying to distract you. This predator is working with other people within the community just to distract you. So, your spirit team is stepping in here. Teamwork. I don't know why, but I just heard teamwork is the dream work. So they could be doing something with your dreams. Crows have mastered teamwork. Mobbing is one of example how crows work together on a common goal, right? A mob of people within the community. playing on your fears. Or they could be fearing something. Maybe they're fearing what you know for some of you. When an intruder or a predator enters your territory, you can't make this up. Somebody who's curious. An intruder or a predator who doesn't see things the same way you do. Trying to manipulate your free will. The birds jump into orchestrated action. Each member of the group holds an advantageous position in fighting off the threat. Call upon your team, your family, or your friends to assist you in facing a challenge that requires more than you can comfortably handle. Teamwork strengthens bonds, creates positive memories, and reinforces an awareness that you are not alone. So somebody could be coming in assist you. That you don't see this coming. Somebody is coming in to help you, to chase off this predator. Somebody that you're going to work together with. Something that is destined. Yeah. And you need to open your heart to it. Spirit telling you, look within yourself, Virgo. With the Virgo in the South, look within yourself. You are worthy. You are good enough for love. You are worthy of something that you have planted. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're coming in as just a distraction. So be aware of that. So you may have somebody who's coming in very curious, just to nose in your business, just to distract you. For some of you, being all curious, what you got going on over there, Sagittarius? Could be a Virgo, could be another Sagittarius. Could be a Pisces too. This is somebody who likes to play the victim. So, okay, the crows who work together to distract a dog. So you definitely have, like I said, a community of people, a mob of people who are working together to distract you. Because they're in this fear-based they're in this fear-based energy because they may be reaping something that they've been sowing over the last 2 years. Something that they've been doing, right? Out of their own free will, or trying to manipulate your free will. Distract a dog so they can steal its food. Someone or a situation may be calling you away from what you need to focus on, and as a result, you may end up losing something of value. Where are you turning your attention? Will it prove beneficial or waste of time and resources? So they're only coming in because they want to distract you to result. I feel like over the last 2 years, you had somebody who was trying to manipulate your free will to get a result that they wanted to manifest. And their result was to distract you from something. Some sort of food for thought. Something about food could be significant. Somebody could have a dog. This looks like one of them little, I don't know, a little French bulldog. I don't know if that's what they're called, little Frenchies. I don't know why, but I feel like there's 2 people. I don't know where that's coming from. Also, this could have happened 2 years ago. Maybe somebody wanted to come in and work with you, but what they were trying to do was to distract you. For some of you. Something about food is very significant. All right, look at the bigger picture for Sagittarius. Can I have some clues here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Yeah, look. Divine guidance. So, in search for a meaning of life, consider alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So, this could have been a friend. They definitely, with the divine guidance, the Taurus card here, this person could be, it could have something to do with money. For some of you, look, 5, the energy of 5 there. It could have something to do with your money, but it also could have something to do with that secret society. Secret sister, secret society. So if you look here, he's in purple. Purple would represent your intuition, your psychic abilities. See all the different religious symbols down here? This also could be talking about a mob of people who are religious, and you two don't share the same point of view when it comes to religion and spirituality. This person could also have a God complex. They could be a Taurus. They could have Taurus somewhere in their chart. Taurus talks about daily routines. It talks about values. It talks about the things that we have, our possessions. It also rules our money. So something that somebody was doing on a routine basis. Somebody is reaping what they have sown when they did something on a routine basis to manipulate somebody's free will to distract them. This could be a religion. And you know what? Sagittarius does rule religion, spirituality. So this person thought they were smart. They come in and acted like they were a friend. Very curious. But in secret, they were gathering up a mob of people. And maybe in secret, maybe they acted like they were religious, but they wasn't. Some of you, I'm seeing all these different religious symbols on the bottom of that robe. So it may have something to do with a robe. You are good enough with the Virgo. I'm telling you, this person made a bad investment. So the Knight of Gabriel talks about things moving fast. It also could talk about astral travel. So it's like this person's like, well, here, I'll show you what to do, right? This is what we need to do to, to distract this person. Let's mess with their free will. Let's mess with their heart space. Let's come in between them and another person. And let's do a lot of, make them not feel good. Let's play in their heart space. Why? Because you may have walked away from this person, but this person made a very bad investment. They could have paid to do something. This person is very cocky, very arrogant. Definitely blocking somebody's finances. Yeah, somebody, they just could have either paid money or paid money. Definitely talk about with the Knight of Gabriel. This could have been an astral traveler. What's hidden, it's coming to the light with the map maker of destiny. This person could have Capricorn somewhere in their chart. Look, Magician. All right, so the Magician does talk about magic, but it also talks about somebody having everything that they need within them, right? So you could somebody coming out of nowhere wanting to come in and have some sort of a conversation with you. Like I said, they're very curious. Maybe they're curious as to why their magic, whether or not their magic is going to work. Somebody is very unstable here. Somebody is very, very unstable with the King of Ariel in reverse. They're wondering why maybe their plan didn't work out. Or this is somebody who had planned something. So you definitely have some sort of a conversation coming in over the next, well, it's manifesting now, presently. We have the first month, which could be January. January 24th could be significant. But this also talks about a conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation, how you respond. All right, so the Magician talks about, well, we are in that year of the Magician. So something that fated or destined is manifesting over the next couple of days through the lunar eclipse energy. See how you got this person like looking to the side? You got some sort of a smirk. Could have been somebody who's keeping a close eye on you. So you got the feather and the quill, so somebody taking notes. So definitely manifesting something. Something, some sort of a seed that you planted is manifesting. It's coming to fruition, and it has something to do with your abundance. Why? Because you've been patient. You've been in the flow. The Swan King, right? Or Swan Queen. Something about the divine order, divine timing. So somebody may have tried to mess with your destiny. Teamwork. Show me the teamwork here. Show me the teamwork. Yeah, look. So something needs to be, something about divine timings. Be patient. This talks about, you know, divine protection. We have three major arcanas. The Hierophant, the Magician, and the Temperance card in reverse. Somebody may not want to forgive somebody. Somebody may be coming in and asking for forgiveness. Somebody maybe wants to heal something. Somebody is very pessimistic here. Somebody has lack of self-control. Somebody is very impatient. January 14th could be significant. 5/5 could be significant. Yeah, I'm going to Raphael. So an illusion is cracking here. Somebody could be detoxing. An illusion is definitely cracking. Where they're releasing some sort of a toxic cycle here of perhaps not making positive choices. Not seeing something clearly. Talk about maybe seeing something in their dreams. Definitely releasing, detoxing. Somebody is making some sort of a decision here. making some sort of a decision to go after something that they want. All right, distraction. Show me this distraction that the crows are warning me about in this lunar eclipse reading. Show me the distraction. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups could have been doing, using their psychic abilities. You know, earning somebody's trust here as a positive friend. Earning somebody's trust, but in all actuality, they made some sort of a bad investment with another person. Used maybe some sort of verbal manipulation. Look, I'm telling you, the Chariot and the Queen of Michael. So somebody could be, look, the Chariot represents a car, a vehicle. Somebody is determined here to distract somebody who is more focused on their career, on reaping their abundance, more focused on their destiny. Somebody wants to come in. This is somebody who's very unforgiving, somebody who's very unbalanced, acting like they want to work something out with you. Oh, you could trust me. Somebody the whole time though was laughing at somebody's pain. Look, you can trust me to work with me. This is somebody who has an problem. It's either my way or the highway. Somebody who's a control freak. Wearing rose-colored glasses. So you have two females here. Sisters of the seasons. Two females. Something about maybe breaking the law. Right? Natural law. Maybe breaking the law with the Chariot card here. And the Hierophant. Maybe somebody broke spiritual law. Could have broke spiritual law here. Definitely two people working together. This could be a same-sex relationship for some of you. And it's like they are so determined to work together. So these two females were determined here. Their determination was to either use a vehicle to distract somebody because they didn't want somebody to advance, they didn't want somebody to benefit or advance in their career. See the two crows? You have one crow who's screaming at the top, the dog distracted, while the other crow down here is stealing the food. So somebody come in to distract somebody so that somebody else could steal something. All for their own investment. Here, this is what we'll do. We'll set this up, right? And the whole time they think it's funny. This is like somebody who's thrown an adult temper tantrum. Somebody could be losing power. Give me more about the distraction with you females. We got strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Look, the Emperor, the Two of Gabriel, and the Five of Raphael. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who's a control freak. somebody who has a God complex, somebody who's a control freak, somebody who is an impersonator, somebody could be a victim of identity theft here. Somebody could be definitely going to jail or be reaping something that they own when it comes to either breaking the divine law, spiritual law, or breaking the law in general. We have the Two of Gabriel, so somebody definitely made some sort of a decision to team up, or somebody needs to make some sort of a decision or will make some sort of a decision here. Maybe coming in trying to explain why they did something. Oh, well, this is why I did this, right? Please forgive me, right? Because they know they're going to be in trouble with the law, whether it's divine law or regular law. Somebody could be given information to the law. This could be somebody who's an informant. A 6 and a 5. We have the 24 energy here again. Somebody definitely had some sort of a plan. And I feel like they want to come in and explain why they did something. I only teamed up with you because I figured a benefit. Look, the Strength card, the Lovers. They teamed up with an ex. Look, the King of Michael. This is somebody who has a God complex. This is somebody who maybe have tried to set somebody up with the law to get them in trouble. It backfired. Because they made a choice over out of an ego-based headspace to try to control the narrative. And they were very disrespectful. They didn't trust their heart. This is somebody who's a clown. Right? They think they're funny. Definitely somebody trying to set somebody up with the law is what I feel. Could be somebody who's like maybe coming in very curious, somebody who's acting. When I say like, especially in reverse, somebody who may be impersonating a cop or some sort of an authority figure. But in all actuality, they were an energy drainer. They were trying to drain your energy. If you got somebody around you and you feel drained of energy, that's why. Somebody could have taken advantage of your kindness. Okay, so Moonstone, the Otter, feminine energy, playfulness, and honor. Somebody may have put respect on your name. Spirit of honor, help me honor my feminine side with ease and playfulness. Thank you. Aho. So definitely somebody who is listening to their heart. It's like, I know exactly what to do. And I'm going to stay determined to move forward no matter what these people say, no matter what they do. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to react. I know that I'm better than that. I'm going to learn to trust my intuition, right? Trust my intuition, trust my higher self, because we have the Queen of Michael and the Queen of Hearts, right? Or the Queen of Cups. This is definitely somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who's a clear channel, somebody who's bringing divine insight down, somebody who's staying determined to move forward regardless of what other people say here. Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, they have high divine authority. Look, raccoon. So we have a bandit here. Transformation, protection, and curiosity, right? Somebody who's coming in as that raccoon, a bandit, who is curious. Spirit of raccoon, help me remove masks through acts of generosity as I explore and learn new things. Thank you, Aho. Right? So somebody may feel attacked or mobbed by a group of people because of maybe some channeled message to come down through. We have a male individual here. Look, the swan. See, there's a swan coming through. It's definitely somebody is going through transformation here. They're connecting to their higher self, and they're staying determined to not respond to negative energy. This is triggering, ripping off the mask of some people around them, right? Ripping off the mask of these mob of people. And that's why they're in a fear-based energy, because they know their masks are about to be ripped off. And they want to come in and say, oh, please forgive me. I wasn't seeing things clearly. I was seeing things through the energy of being a victim. Because somebody, has some sort of a vision or use their psychic abilities to try to control something. I was a victim of somebody's lies here. So be aware of that, Aries. I don't know why I said that. Maybe this person, Aries, which the Emperor is definitely Aries energy. So somebody has a very bad attitude. Because Aries represents identity, attitude, how we're to the world, right? Somebody did not want the community to see the truth about somebody here. All right, so I'm smelling cigarette smoke, so I've got to hop off of here and clear out the energy. I feel like I have an astral traveler in my house. They don't know what boundaries are. All right, so thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.